everybody.
Hello, Mr.
All right, so we're going to get started with our math lesson, and we're going to be talking about place value. We're going to be talking about place value. We've been learning a lot about place value, and we are going to go over some of the things that we have been learning in place value. First of all, take a look at my mat here on the floor. What kind of mat is this?
120 mat.
Oh, 120 mat. It goes up to 120. And we know in place value that all numbers, any number that we build, has a combination of the numbers 0 all the way to 10. And they're put in different combinations. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about teen numbers and decade numbers, because I notice sometimes when we practice our numbers that we struggle a little bit with hearing the difference between what's a teen number and what is a decade number. First of all, can anyone show me on my 120 mat where the teen numbers are? Karina? Where do they start? Let's count them. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Is 20 a teen number? No. 20 is a decade number. So our teen numbers are always found in the second row of our 100 chart or 120 chart. And their clue, how we know that they're a teen number, is they always start with the number what? One. They always start with the number 1. So when you're looking at a number, you can see whether or not it's a teen number. A clue is if it starts with a 1. All right, so what about decade numbers? Who can tell me where the decade numbers are? Ryan? Let's count them.
10.
Oh, which one do we start with? 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Okay, those are decade numbers, and the reason why we call them decade numbers is because a decade represents 10 years in real life, but that idea of 10, when you look at decade numbers, in order to get to the next decade, you have to jump a group of what? 10. So in just a minute, we're going to listen to see if we can hear decade numbers and teen numbers. All right? So you're going to listen to Ms. Hurd say a number, and we're going to break the number up into syllables to see if we hear a teen at the end or a D at the end. And if you hear a D at the end, that's a clue that it might be a decade number. If you hear a teen at the end, that might be a clue that it's a teen number. So get your hands ready to catch. Ready? Let's do 15. Catch it.
15.
Catch it.
15.
Catch it.
15.
Now let's say the syllables. 15. 15. What did it end in?
Teen.
Teen. Teen. So is 15 a decade number or a teen number?
Teen number.
A teen number. Who can find the number 15 on our chart? All right, Shazari. Go put 15 down on our chart. Did he get it right?
Yeah.
Good job. Give Shazari a clap. I saw him moving kind of towards the, thank you, Shazari. You can leave it. You can leave it there and then go sit down. All right. I saw him kind of moving towards the decade numbers, but you're right. 15 is a teen number. Let's try another one. Let's try 70. 70. Get ready to catch it?
70.
Catch it?
70.
Catch it?
70.
Let's break up the syllables. 70. 70. 70. D, D, D. Is 70 a teen number or a decade number?
A decade number.
A decade number. Very good. All right. Who can find the number 70 on our chart? All right, Riley. 70. get it right?
Yes.
Great job. Here's one more. Get ready to catch. 12. Catch it?
12.
Catch it?
12.
Catch it?
12.
All right. Now, 12. Do we hear teen or D at the end of 12? No. 12 and 11 are irregular teen numbers. They don't follow that pattern. We just have to remember that 11 and 12 are also teen numbers. You don't hear teen at the end of 11 or teen at the end of 12, but they do start with that number. They start with the number 1. You don't hear teen, but they start with the number 1. So now I want to see how well you can find teen numbers and decade numbers. What we're going to do is we're going to play a game. Around the room, Miss Hurd has put numbers. Some of them are teen numbers, and some of them are decade numbers. And in just a minute, you guys are going to get up and you're going to go walk and find all the numbers that you see on the white cards. And you're going to say to yourself, is this a teen number or is this a decade number? What do you think? Okay? Everybody got it?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to turn on my timer. And when you hear the music, you can go. Is 13 a teen number or a decade number? Teen number. 13. Good job. Riley, what number do you have? Is 40 a teen number or a decade number? Very good. Good job. No. Make sure you use walking feet.
Where is it?
All right, then let's head on back to the carpet. What one do you have? Is 20 a teen number or a decade number? Decade number. Very good.
She said on
Great job, everybody. So let's check and see. Is this a teen number?
Yes.
What number is this?
11.
11. What about this one?
Yes.
18. Can you break up the syllables?
18.
18. Teen. Very good. Let's look at some of the decade numbers. What is this one?
50.
50. Can you break up the syllables?
50.
50. D. 50. Decade number. Good job. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
Good job, back. Good job. Good job, head. Good job.
A dice. How good are your eyes?
All right, so let's keep going. So let's keep talking about place value. Let's look at our vocabulary that we're going to use when we're talking about place value. So the first word up there is the word digit. Can you say digit?
Digit.
A digit is a symbol that's used to make a single number. All right? And let's talk about the word place. Everybody say place.
Place.
Place is the position each number is in. Can you say that? The position each number is in. What's our third word up there?
Value.
Value. Very good. The value is the amount each digit is worth. Can you say that? The amount each digit is worth. And then place value is how the value of each digit changes based on its place in a number. So we're going to be talking about those things today as we talk about place value. So we're going to roll up my mat. And let's keep talking. All right, so let's talk tens and ones. We know that when we look at any two-digit number, each digit has a place where it belongs. For example, let's look at a two-digit number.
12.
Okay, so I heard someone say 12. Let's look at the number 12.
That was me.
Okay? What place does the 2 belong in? The ones place. What place does the 1 belong in? The tens place. Very good.
Ones and tens. And a 10.
So the two digits in the number 12 are a 1 and a 2. But the value of each digit is different because of the place that it's in. So we're going to talk a little bit about tens and ones, and we're going to play our game, human tens and ones. So can I get my boys on this side and my girls on this side in 10 seconds? Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. So we are going to play human tens and ones. I'm going to write a number on the board, and then we'll have the boys be the tens, and we'll have the girls be the ones.
Yay!
And I'm going to leave my chart up here just in case you get confused. And we're going to see if we can build some numbers with tens and ones. Someone give me a number. Riley, I saw your hand. Two-digit number. 13. Perfect. All right? How many tens do we need?
1.
1. All right, London. How many ones do we need?
3.
3. All right, Ryan, Juan, and Zeph. Go build it. The boys are 10, sorry. London, Karina, and Allison.
The boys are 10. I want to be 1.
All right, who can count this number? All right, Shazari.
Good job.
10, 11, 12, 13. Did they get it right?
Yes.
Very good. How many tens does the number 13 have?
1.
1. How many ones does the number 13 have?
3.
3. Very good. All right, let's look at another number. Let me get a boy. Give me a number. Zeph?
53.
53.
Oh.
53. How many tens do we need?
5.
5. All right?
1, 2, 3.
Starting from Juan Mata. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. How many ones do we need? 3. All right, starting from Natalia. 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys make the number 53. Stand up tall because you're a 10 stick. That's right. All right, London, go count it for me. Count nice and loud.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 52.
Did they get it right?
Yes.
Good. Give them a clap. All right. Now, what you guys are going to do is whenever you have a two-digit number, we show our tens and ones with symbols. We've been talking about that. So let's say we have the number 53. How how would I draw my tens?
5 lines.
With 5 straight lines down because those represent our what?
10 sticks.
Our 10 sticks.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 10s. And then how many ones? 3. 1, 2, 3 ones. All right, in just a minute, you're going to get with a partner and you're going to play a game called Fishing for Tens and Ones. What you're going to do is you and your partner are going to pull out the cards and you're going to pull out a number. Let's say you pull out this number on top. What number is this?
80.
80. Very good. So you would write the number 80 under number pulled, and then you need to show me how many tens the number 80 has and how many ones the number 80 has. And as you're working with your partner, I'm going to come around and ask you some questions. While you're working, you are accountable for what you say. So, if you are the blue partner, here's what you're going to ask. You're going to say, what? Let's see, what's comes first?
What number did you pull?
What number did you pull? If I was red, I would say I pulled the number
80.
80. That's what's on top. Then your blue partner would say,
What number is in the 10th place?
what number is in the tens place? And I would say 8 is in the tens place. Then the blue partner would say,
What number is in the 1's place?
and I would say 0 is in the ones place. Then you would write all your information down, and then it will be the next partner's turn. Okay? Everybody got it?
Red, blue.
Yep, red, blue. Okay? If you pulled the number, then you're red. If you did not pull the number, then you're blue. So it's going to go back and forth. Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Great job. Stand up silently. Get back to back with a partner. They're already partners. Go find someone else. In 3, 2, 1, 0. You should be with the partner. Thank you. Thank you. All right, and Trizari needs a partner, so what are we going to say? You can be in our group. Perfect job. All right, turn, face your partner, sit down, hip to hip. I'm looking for a group to compliment. Let me see who I can compliment. Thank you, Williams group. Thank you, London's group. All right. When you get your papers and markers, you may begin. All right. Karina, can you give each group a paper? And can you give each group 1 marker? Okay. When you get your mat and marker, you can begin. Ooh. Oh. I got one. Just wait 1 second.
You shouldn't give me your markers.
Once you get all your materials, you can start. I love how I see people rock, paper, scissoring to see who goes first. All right, girls. All right, you ready? All right, which one of you is red partner? Which one of you is blue partner? You're blue partner? Okay, so blue partner, what are you going to ask?
What number is
Pull the number 10.
What number was?
Okay, so what are you going to say, Natalia?
No, I see that stuff.
6. What number goes?
Mm-hmm.
No,
What number did you pull?
What number's in the ones place? 0 is in the ones place. Very good. All right, so what are you going to write, Allison? Write 10. Mm-hmm.
You cannot say what 10.
1 in the tens place.
No.
And nothing in the ones place. That's right. Very good. All right, let Natalia go.
What number is in the place?
All right, William and Jorge. Which one of you is blue and which one of you is red?
I'm blue, he's red.
Okay, can I listen to you guys start from the beginning? Can you ask us the first question?
What number did you roll? What number? No. What number did you pull? I pulled the number 81.
Good.
What number is in the tens place? 8 is in the tens place.
Good.
What number is in the ones place? 1 is in the ones place.
Okay. So what are you going to write, William? 81. Mm-hmm. 8 tens. Uh-huh. And 1 1. Okay. Great job, guys. Which two of you are blue and red for these next ones? You're red? Okay. Who was blue?
What number is in the one place?
Juan, you were blue? Can you ask him all the questions for me? Start. I know, I want to hear him ask. I just want to check and see. Can you start at the beginning?
I said number 33.
Good.
What number is okay. 3 is in the 5 is in the place.
Mm-hmm.
What number is 3 is in the ones place.
So you had an interesting one, Juan, because you had a 3 in the tens place and in the ones place. Is the value of the 3s the same? No. How are they different? Which one are ones? So what's the value of that tens place 3? The one that's underlined. The value of that 10 is 30, right? And what about the one that's not underlined? What's the value of that 3?
I know the number 12.
Itself, 3. Very good.
What number?
All right, hands go up and stop. Go ahead and put your pieces back in your bag. Yep, not too long, just a quick practice. Go ahead and put your pieces back in your bag. And then put your bag inside of your sheet protector. And then I need the red partner to come put the markers back, and then the blue partner to bring me the map back. Thank you. Red partner brings the map back, blue partner brings the marker back. Just as long as they get back. Thank you, thank you. Riley, can you bring me your stuff back? I'm looking for friends that I can compliment for being circled up, quiet, ready to go. All right, so let's review our vocabulary. Who can tell me what a digit is? What is a digit? Kevon, what's a digit?
It's where a word is printed.
When a word is printed?
Where a word is put in.
No, not quite. Zaph, what's a digit?
A digit is a symbol.
A symbol that represents what?
The number.
A number. It's like another word for a number. So what digit is this?
53.
53.
No, 5.
5. And what digit is this?
3.
3. And together they make 53. Right. So a digit is a symbol that represents, that's used to make a single number, a number by itself. Keep on your bottom. All right. What about place? What does place mean when we're talking about place value? What do you think place means, Karina?
Place means in a place like tens and ones?
They're put in a place like tens and ones. When you see a 2-digit or 3-digit number, each digit has a place. Say that. Each digit has a place. It's the position each number is in. And what places have we been talking about today? Tens place and ones place. And we've also learned about what other place?
100 place?
Hundreds place. Very good. All right. And what about value? Oh, I showed it too early. What about value?
The amount each digit is worth.
The amount each digit is worth. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But when a digit moves to a new place, it's worth something different. And when you understand that the value of each digit changes based on its place, then you start to understand place value. So what I mean by that is we're going to play a little game called place value hats. Can you say that?
Place value hats.
And Miss Hurd is going to put in her hat, kinda, I guess I can be like the cat in the hat. Miss Hurd is going to put in her hat the number 2. Can you see my number 2?
Yes.
Number 2.
Cat in the hat.
All right. So what place is Miss Hurd in? Look where I'm at on my little chart on the floor. Which place am I in right here? 1. I'm in the ones place. So if I have 2 in the ones place, how much am I worth?
2.
I'm worth myself, which is what?
2.
2. Can you hold up 2? 2. I'm worth 2. What about if I step over? Now what place am I in? 10. Now I'm in the tens place. I'm in the tens place now. Am I still worth 2?
No.
I still have 2. What am I worth now?
20.
How did that happen? What happened, Karina? I love how you raised your hand.
Because 10, there are 10 sticks in one. If you have 10 ones, it makes a 10 stick.
Right, because in the tens place, everything's worth what?
10.
So in order to find out what the value of my 2 is, I have to count by 10 how many times?
2.
2. Can we do that together? 10, 20. So I'm not worth 2 anymore. I'm worth 20. And what if I step over to the hundreds place? What am I worth now? 200. Because now I have to count by
102 times.
102 times. So 100, 200. I'll be worth 200. Okay? Right? So understanding that each digit, when it moves to a new place, it's worth a different amount. Okay? All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to move on. And we're going to talk about a number's value. We're going to talk about a number's value because we're moving towards expanded form. When I can show that I know the difference between the digit and the value of something, then I show that I really understand place value. Okay, so we said that my places are, what is this place?
1.
The ones,
10.
tens,
100.
and hundreds. Someone give me a number.
A 2-digit number?
A 2-digit number.
90.
90. Give me something smaller.
Oh,
Just
22. 30. 52. 30. 32.
Jorge, I love how you raised your hand.
35.
35. Perfect. 35. So if I wanted to show the value of 35, how many ones would I need?
5.
3 or 5?
5.
5. I would need 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you notice, each of my ones discs have the number what on them? 1. So now, what is the value of my ones place?
Themselves.
Itself, which is the number what?
5.
5. 5 is the value. What about the tens place? What number is in the tens place?
3.
3. Thank you, Ryan. So how many discs do I need?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3.
No, that's wrong.
It is?
Yes.
What did I do wrong?
You put ones in the tens place.
I put ones in the tens place. Do ones go in the tens place?
No.
Tens go in the tens place.
Tens go in the tens place. 1 10, 2 10, 3 10. All right? So, is the value of this 3 3?
No.
What's the value of it?
30.
30. I have to count by 10 how many times?
3
3 times. Let's do that together. 10, 20, 30. So now I can write an equation, which is my expanded form. I can say 30
plus 5 equals 35.
Very good. So now we've taken our standard form number, which is how we see 35 every day, and we've changed it to expanded form. Expanded form. Okay? Okay. All right. Guys good?
Yes.
All right. So the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to let you guys practice some expanded form. You guys are going to get a mat, and I want you to pick a number from between 1 and 100, and I want to see if you can build the value of that number. And I'm going to be coming around to see what you're doing and if you can change it from standard form to expanded form. Everybody got that?
Yes.
All right. So if you are a boy, walk and get a marker. If you're a girl, come walk and get a mat.
Can we do any number?
You can pick any number as long as it's not more than 100 or less than 10. Yes, you can do
You know who it is. It's your boy. And I'm a spider. You're not. Yeah.
So once you have your mat and your marker, you can go ahead and begin. And I want to see how well you can use expanded form. You're going to use the pink side. Pink side. You're welcome.
Do we need a marker?
Yes, you need a marker. Yes, you can draw a picture.
I put some of these heads back.
All right, Ryan, what number do you have written down? 22. Can you build the value of that in tens and ones? Slide that back in. Okay. Can you build the value of your ones place? All right. What's the value of your ones place? Huh?
2.
What's the value of your tens place? 20. Very good. So how would you write that in an equation?
20 plus 2.
Can you write that for me? Uh-oh. There you go. Good job. 20 plus 2 equals 22. Good job. Show me a different one. Karina, what number are you making? 44. Okay. I love how you drew your tens and ones. Can you tell me the value of your ones place? Itself, which is the number what?
4.
Good. Can you tell me the value of the tens place?
40.
40. Very good. How would you write that in the equation?
40 plus 4 equals 44.
Good. Can you show me that?
I got down with my parents. Saying, no, I'm doing that at home.
Zephaniah, can you build the value of your number in tens and ones? Can you do it with your discs? You can do it on the side of your paper if you need to. Good. Good, Natalia. Can you borrow one from Allison? What number did you build, Natalia? Okay. What's the value of your ones place? Which is what number?
9.
What's the value of your tens place? 40. Very good. Good job. All right, hands go up and stop. Good job. Go ahead and erase your mat. Put your pieces back in your bag.
Miss Hurd, I didn't get the right one.
That's okay.
Because you didn't want to do it. Yeah, because I wanted to do the challenge.
Thank you, Jorge. I love how you're ready to go. Thank you, Riley. Thank you, Natalia, Allison. So tell me, what did we talk about today? We talked about expanded form, place value, okay? Okay, who can tell me what a digit is? Someone else. Tell me what a digit is. William, what's a digit?
A digit is a word that, okay, I can't remember.
Okay, a digit is a
Number.
A number. A digit is a number.
They put in symbols.
Yeah, it's a symbol that represents a number. Very good. All right. What about value? What's the value mean? How much something is worth. How much something is worth. Very good. All right. And we know that when a digit is in a different place, the value can change. The value can change. Kiss your brains. Say great job.
Great job.
All right. And that is it for today. Okay. Go ahead and bring your mats back to me.